often hear that our Lord did not respect the details, exhaustive laws of the Jewish, and this is not true. It is true that in this case, for example, and it's not the only one, our Lord escaped some of those laws because there was another major law, that of love. Christ himself gives the example of what the King David did. In case of need, he even ate the bread that was in the temple in case of need. But this is the problem, in case of need. Our Lord did not skip the main laws. For example, he did not justify adultery. He forgave the adulteress, but he did not say to her, "Go and continue to sin, but go and sin no more." Our Lord did not break the law that forbids killing. When he is being imprisoned in the Garden of the Olives, and Peter draws his sword to defend him, and even cuts off an ear of one of the priest's servants from a commander, Jesus Christ says, "Keep this word, whoever kills with iron will die with iron." And on the cross, he forgives his enemies who are killing him after a horrible torture. Our Lord does not break the law of loving father and mother. That is to say, to see Jesus Christ as a moral anarchist, as someone who, according to his feelings, his desires, let's say, his instincts, does what he wants, is to completely distort the message of Jesus. At the same time, you can find yourself, I don't know if many times, but surely sometimes, with situations that justify an exception in certain things, in others not. The Church clearly teaches this. The Ten Commandments do not admit exceptions, but it is also true that there can be situations in which some of these commandments cannot be fulfilled. You cannot do it. You are sick. You cannot go to Mass. Now with the pandemic, you cannot go to Mass. But there is a commandment that tells you that you have to go to Mass on Sunday, but you can't go. That is, you cannot justify yourself by claiming circumstances to steal, to kill, to lie. But there can be circumstances that accept you from doing that because you cannot do it, because you are not free to do it. Not only the illness, you have to go to Mass on Sunday. It is your duty to go to Mass on Sunday. But if you, at that time, have to attend to a person who has no one else but you, and who urgently needs you to help, the first thing is charity towards that person. You are going to Mass. You find yourself in a car accident. What do? Do you leave that person there bleeding to death without attending to them because you have to go to Mass? Or do you stay there to help that person? Then if you can, you go to another Mass. If not, you offer it to the Lord. It may not be easy to find a solution in every case, but we cannot even think that Jesus Christ was a moral anarchist who did what he wanted and taught to us to do what our instincts asked us to do, without respecting any rule, nor can we accept that there is no possibility of exception. The Church clearly teaches it is a principle of tradition. It is a principle from the beginning that for there to be a sin, there has to be serious matter, knowledge that this is a sin, and then there has to be freedom. If you don't have freedom to act, then it's not a sin. And less serious the sin, the less great degrees of freedom you have. Even in the civil world, that happens too. You are forced to sign a contract under duress because they threaten a family member or because you yourself have been put a gun to your head. If you don't sign, I will kill you. And even if your signature wasn't that contract is illegal. You will have to be able to prove it certainly, but that contract is illegal. What we have to do is to aspire to the maxim of the laws, which is that of love. The law of love of God, and by God, the love of the neighbor. St. Augustine said, love and do what you want, but love. And to love is to fulfill the whole law, to love as Christ loved, not to use the word love as an excuse to do what our instincts ask us for, but to love as Christ loved. And to love as Christ loved means to forgive, to love everyone, to get things done when you see they need to be done, without expecting others to do them. Love as Christ loved, and do what you want. May God help us to love the Lord and to love our neighbors always. So be it.